Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the channel. My name's Alexis.
And I'm Jen.
And we're That's Flipping Retro.
We buy stuff, we sell stuff, and we eat pot noodles.
Yes, we do indeed. And as you can see, this is no longer the office behind us.
Yes.
So this is what was promised. A bit of footage from when we were moving.
Yeah. Bit of Chuckle Brothers
probably.
action.
Yeah. So it was beginning of this week that we moved into, actually it was the weekend, wasn't it? So yeah. It was last weekend. We moved into our new office, or new storage unit.
Yes.
From our office, and it went fine, basically.
We were going to do a car boot sale on Saturday, but because of the thunder and lightning, all the car boot sales... Very
frightening.
Yeah. Mm. All the car boot sales were cancelled, so we thought we'd just make use of the time and move then.
Yes, and the fact was also that on a Saturday, if you go into a storage unit and you use that for your reselling business, you know that it's usually a little bit quieter, just because there aren't as many people about in their offices and stuff. Yeah. If yours is the same as ours, where there's offices too. So yeah, we thought we'd go in and get that done. We were going to do it last Wednesday. But the only thing about that is I think we got to a point on the Tuesday night where we kind of felt we weren't up to where we needed to be to actually just go in and get it done, because we've been doing a SKU system for clothes. Yeah. And we hadn't got that all done. I think we were going to try and go in on the Wednesday morning and get the SKU system set up, but in the end it took us 2 afternoons to do it, so one morning wouldn't really have cut the mustard, as they say. So yes, it was the Saturday instead. It was put off by a few days, and it was fun, and everything fits in the new unit. Did you get footage of the new unit? Yeah, so you'll see that a bit later on as to how we've organised it and stuff. Yeah,
but just a quick one from us, just to show you.
Well, it is really, yeah.
We are off for a couple of days break after all of the moving around and stuff. Yeah. We thought we deserved it. So we're off to the seaside for a couple of days. Yeah. No doubt we'll do some filming there, I'm sure. Yeah, and there'll be stuff from the charity shop, I should think, because you're going to be wanting to go tomorrow, I think. And what we do when we go, I don't know whether any other people do it like this, is when you go on holiday, do you have a day of what you want to do and a day of what the other person wants to do, or do you just do everything they want to do? I'm not good at relaxing, so my choice is always to get out there and do stuff and look at stuff, and I would literally be on the go 24/7, wouldn't I?
Yeah, because to be honest, we have been on holiday before where we have just done stuff all the time. We've been away, and then you know, someone like myself who likes a bit of relaxation thrown in. You know, if you go on holiday abroad, I'd be that person on a sun lounger around the edge of the pool with a book. And you would be the person who would be out sightseeing all day, every day, from early till late. Yeah. So, that is what is kind of happening with us. So basically, we're going to have one day of doing stuff you want to do, which is, let's face it, going to be the charity shops.
And also probably a walk along the beach, and maybe go in the little arcades and go on the 2p machines. Yeah,
and then the following day will be what I want to do, which is sort of relaxation stuff, basically. Very, very, very little.
And we are going for a lovely afternoon tea.
Yeah, so... Yeah,
anyway.
That'll be it. Yeah, I mean, so now you know our itinerary, that's, essentially what we're going to be doing. So we aren't going to be posting any more videos until the end of the week because of that. Yeah. Because we're having a proper break. I did just a bit of information for you as well. I recently saw on Reddit that, because you know how people panic about time away on eBay? And they will say it affects their sales and stuff like that. So they are a little bit kind of wary about setting time away unless they really have to. So if they're going to be off for, a week, maybe 2 weeks, whatever, then they will set it. But if it's a few days, they don't. Well, there was somebody on Reddit had put a post up to say that instead of doing time away, they had reset their dispatch time. So they'd done the dispatch to cover the whole time they were away, which was a week. So they had done a 7-day dispatch. Now, obviously, this is not recommended because they were then getting emails, messages, I should say, from people saying, where's my stuff? This is a ridiculous dispatch. What's going on? So I would advise that, I know that at the end of the day, people do get a bit wary about the time away, but it is the best way to let people know you are away, and that is the reason that they're not going to get their stuff, and they will get, some people don't even notice the banner that says time away. We've had that in the past ourselves, but in the main you will find people will see that, and they will either then buy it anyway and be willing to wait, or they will move on and buy it from someone else. So yeah, I would advise that if you are going away for any length of time, especially if you do want it to be 100% a break, you need to be setting that as time away. Yeah, because otherwise you are going to get so many messages and potentially complaints. Yeah, so, but you will avoid so much hassle if you set it as time away, I suppose. And the fact is, with time away, you can have an automated message that goes out. So if anyone does email you, you can put all the information in there. You know, I am away, and this is when I'll be back, and this is when I'll post your item. So
some people ignore that as well, but that's not, you know, not much more you can do.
Well, yeah, that is really, that's not on you, is it, as the person who set the time away? That's on them for having ignored the time away in the first place. But if anybody has been on eBay for any length of time just buying, they know that that's a thing anyway. So, yeah.
Don't forget to hang on till the very end for the word.
Yes. And just to confirm about something that in our last video we were talking about not being monetized anymore and stuff like that. So we weren't monetized because of some issue that you had with your driving license, and all she needed was a new photo, and she phoned them, managed to get hold of them, another hour wait, I think.
Hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. And they said it had been sent to the wrong department, and that's why it was taking a while. So as soon as they figured this out, it was sent to you within a few days.
Yeah.
So it's all monetised again. Unfortunately for you lot watching, because it means you're getting ads in this, I should think. But it does mean that, you know, we're back on track for everything that we were doing, and it's all going, you know, back to how it once was.
And the money we make from videos, for each video, we could probably at a stretch buy 2 pot noodles with.
Yeah.
So you're feeding us, basically.
I mean, if they're on offer, we could even buy 3. So, yeah. But, yeah. So it's all good because it all goes to help. And obviously, we do this because it is just a bit of a laugh and a bit of fun. And we're going to buy stuff from the charity shops anyway. We're going out to things and selling stuff anyway, aren't we? So we're just really kind of documenting that and giving advice as we go and stuff. But having that little bit of cash from it is such a help as well. Really.
And we were kind of throwing around the idea of having a second channel, because people keep telling us that they find us hilarious and they want us to do more funny stuff.
We keep getting compared to Richie and Eddie from Bottom, French and Saunders, Morecambe and Wise. It was Peter Sellers and Dudley Moore, as well. So, yeah, we've been compared to a few double acts.
Maybe we need to have a shave if we keep getting compared to men.
I don't know, but
let us know what you think. If we had another channel that was nothing to do with reselling and just us, you know,
prattling about,
would you watch it?
Yeah, if it was, I mean, we threw a few ideas around. I think you were the one who threw some ideas about, and it was around sort of like more, you know, these like reaction channels, right? So it was kind of like that sort of thing, but it was just reacting to like news and stuff. But if you have any ideas, if you've got anything that we could do for a second channel, is let us know what kind of thing you would want to watch. If we did some sort of comedy thing, you know, what kind of stuff you'd like.
Anyway, on to the move. Come back at the end for the end of video word that you can put in the comments.
Yes.
How was that, Alexis?
It was quite boiling, if I'm honest. But it's actually, yeah, we managed to do a really decent job, I think.
Yeah, everywhere's clean and scrubbed.
Yeah, to within an inch of its life.
Yes.
So now this is the little unit we're in. So we have got a few bits lying around at the moment, which obviously is unavoidable. Our big black tubs, I've got a unit here. So I've got a few of the bits from here in mine, which was fine. Bit of rejigging, got all that stuff in. But yeah, this is essentially it. So obviously it's not always going to look like this. We are going to end up kind of probably shifting stuff about as we go. But a lot of our videos are now going to be at home.
Starring the cat.
Yeah, because that's where we're going to be mainly working from. So yes.
So it's the end of an era. Say no night, Alexis. The end of that one. Bye, office. Good night, Alexis. Bye. Hello again.
Right, so now we've now we've shown you that stuff about the move and things. The end of so okay, just to explain this before I start, is we always have a word at the end of every single episode of this. So what you can do is go down to the comments, leave that word in the comments section, either in part of a sentence or just on its own, so that we know that you've watched to this very end of the video, and we can see whether people actually do watch this far. Yes, so today's word is going to be downsize, right? Because that's, obviously you've seen that footage, that's what we did. So downsize. Put it in a sentence. What have you been downsizing lately? Or just write the word downsize.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.